history, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Throw the end zone. It's picked up.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out toward the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defense in the back end, staying with it. Even though the play broke down, quarterback was flushed out to the right side, making it a very tough throw for him. They ended up getting the catch, but it was out of bounds.
Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Got his man downfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Wide open spaces. They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
He'll try the left side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Find some fresh air. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They believe they can run right here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Simpson. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it's almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, LSU! The defense putting points on the board. A lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback moving. forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, going to the air. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU getting set on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. LSU right back to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, going up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. hits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Alabama quickly back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Get set.
Looking to fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And talk about being an impact player.
of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to take a shot right away. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Tigers get enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football.
Turning on the Jets. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. LSU quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Watkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the back. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the end zone. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Durham. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Trying play action. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Racing to the right. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Frazier. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. He's going to let it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going right to work up top. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU quick to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a big one.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air. And give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Lots of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 40. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough space. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here's a heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to keep this drive alive. The Dogs are stopped, but not before getting the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.